Big B on the track. Oh boy.
Captain Saber Bro is here to save the day. Playerism is the antidote to feminism. Her to pay for this shit. No, but I can tell you, women ain't gonna try you if they feel like they can't try you. If they tried you, they felt like it was something else got going on. Worry about you. Worry about you, how you treat me. So make sure you hit that like button. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? I'm back. I'm here. I'm your gracious game advisor. Welcome to another episode of the Too Much Game live show with King Dre. We here. What's going on, guys? The Facebook is tripping, but it look like Facebook ain't gonna be able to get this good game today. All right, is anybody watching on Facebook? The Facebook is tripping. So Facebook is out of luck. I'm sorry, Facebook. You're not gonna be able to get this game. It ain't like y'all hear this anyway. But anyway, guys, what's going on? How y'all doing out there tonight? Drop a comment in the chat. Let's see who we here. Let's see who we got here. Drop a comment in the chat. We're going to get to this game. Y'all make sure y'all put y'all questions in the chat, and we're going to chop up game with you guys and answer all of your questions. I'm going to give you way too much game. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on all the platforms that's tuned in right now. Shout out to all of you guys, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Shout out to the TikTok gang as well. Shout out to all the gangs. We here. Shout out to Dre from ATL for sure. Shout out to you, my brother. Let's get it. Port out the Texas in here. What's going on? Real quick, guys, before we get into it, join the Players Club. That's my private, the private men's community. This is the number one how to attract other races of women. That's a good question. As soon as I get done talking about the Players Club, I'm going to answer that question. Somebody make sure y'all remind me to answer the question of how to attract other races of women. But it's a good question, and I'm going to answer that for you. But quick, guys, join the Players Club. Go to playersclub.vip, playersclub.vip. That's my exclusive men's community private. This is the number one men's community on the planet. There's no other community better than this community. I can promise you no other community gives you the type of value that this community gives you. And to be quite frankly and to be honest, it don't get no realer than this. I just say that. But guys, we do weekly coaching sessions. So you get weekly coaching with me. You get workshops, live workshops. We have another workshop coming up next week. Actually, we're going to talk about, getting rid of fear and anxiety and overcoming that. We got a workshop on that. We got free programs, free courses, Attraction 101, How to Vet a Woman Properly, Confidence 101, Building and Displaying Value. All of these programs you get for free. You get weekly coaching with me, and you guys also get community. You get a community of guys to hold you accountable. You get a community of guys to, basically you get a tribe in the community, which is very, very important. But you can join that by going to playersclub.vip, or if you're watching on Instagram, type the word player in the chat. If you're watching on TikTok, click the link in the bio. If you're watching on YouTube, click the link in the description. And guys, make sure you join the Players Club. It's not expensive at all. It's very, very, very affordable. And you'll get every penny's worth, I promise you. Just the weekly coaching sessions. It costs upwards of $500 an hour for my time. If you wanted to book a session with me, it's $500 an hour for sure. But you can get weekly coaching with me, for $47.99 or however much it costs. So you can't beat that. So make sure you guys join. Type player in the chat if you're on Instagram. If you are on TikTok, click the link that's in the bio. And if you're watching on YouTube, click the link that's in the description. But let's get into it, man. I wanted to talk about today. And make sure you guys put your questions in the chat. We're going to answer all your questions. Do you coach women or just men? Only men. I only coach men. Women don't listen, and it's hard. You have to lie to women in order to get them to listen to you. You got to sell women bullshit, and women, it's an uphill battle. A lot of the times women don't want to face accountability. Women are not accountable for their actions. If a man comes to me and he's 350 pounds and he's ain't shit, I will tell him, you ain't shit, you 350 pounds, you broke. You act like a bitch, the whole nine. He can take that and he can look himself in the mirror and he can accept that. If I was to tell that to a woman, the reason why you can only attract dusty dudes is because you fat and you need to lose weight. Most women wouldn't be able to stomach that. So it's just not, the juice ain't worth the squeeze in coaching the women. And I'm not in the business of lying. So no, I don't coach women. So yeah. I mean, if you're a woman, you can sit back and you can coach, you can chop up this game. Excuse me. If you're a woman, you can sit back and you can soak up this game. You can do what you do, but my message is for men, and I'm trying to help men. But I appreciate all of the support from everybody, But yeah, I wanted to talk about, real quick, let me answer my man a question. He said, how can he be more appealing to, how do you get, no, where is he at? My guy asked me a question about attracting other races. Can somebody remind me, or can you put it in the chat again, brother? Can you put it in the chat again? Where do you find the good, loyal women at? You got to be a good, loyal dude to find good, loyal women. You're not going to really you're going to be hard pressed to attract quality if you're not quality. So you need to self-assess. And the thing with men, and I know this from coaching hundreds of men personally and thousands of men over the course of my time doing this as a coach, a lot of y'all think y'all better than you are. A lot of you guys are delusional. And a lot of you guys think you're good because you have a good job, or you think you're good because whatever, physical, whatever. But a lot of you guys, you just average, or, ain't worth shit, to be honest, when it comes to the value that a woman's seeing you. And I'm not telling you to live your life for women, but a lot of you guys are not good as you think you are. A lot of you guys are not as quality as you think you are. And that's just based on, generally what women desire. This ain't the show to get you, to teach you to how to appease nobody. However, you are what you attract. And so if you're attracting flies, you're probably shit. Just keep it 1,000. Yeah. Do all women cheat at some point? No, that's not necessarily true. How to attract other races of women, as just a question. If people if I'm not gonna never sit here and tell you, oh, well, you need to dress. I mean, the easy answer to that is, well, if you want to attract an Indian woman, I guess you fucking cosplay Indian culture and shit. That's the easiest answer. Or, if you're a black guy, you want to attract white women or whatever, I guess I can tell you to go to these places and act like this, but I'm not in the business of telling you to fake the funk. I'm in the business of telling you to be who you truly are, from the bottom of your heart, and live through what's in your heart. And the women who are for you, you will attract those women, whether it's white women, black women, Chinese women, because when you're acting like something else to attract something, at some point, your cover is going to be blown. And then the woman is going to look at you like you played her. That woman is going to look at you like what she signed up for, she didn't get. And then she's going to resent you. That woman is going to resent you when you faking the funk. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just gonna blow up in your face. So faking the funk and faking it to make it is only temporary satisfaction. That's only gonna get you a temporary gain. You understand what I'm saying? So be who you are. Be who you truly are. Now you want to pour into yourself, and you want to make yourself attractive, and you want to be the most attractive person that you can be for sure. However, you don't want to live. I'm not gonna teach you how to be something to attract somebody that don't even like who you are, and you just faking the funk, if that makes sense. So, but I wanted to chop it up about a lot of you guys, man, a lot of you young guys. This is for my guys, and you older guys can listen in and chime in too, because you can get some gain from this as well. But what I wanted to talk about for a little bit was a lot of you young guys, and I know a lot of you young guys are watching me on TikTok, so pay attention. A lot of you young guys, man, a lot of you guys are not attractive, not only to women, but opportunity as well, is because you are nobody on the inside. You're a shell, and that comes from you being growing up and being coddled. That comes from you growing up, and while you were growing up, you didn't go outside. You didn't, you didn't get in the mix. You wasn't outside playing. You wasn't in the world. You was in the house on your video games, being a socially awkward duck, basically. And now you 25, 23, 24, 25, and you want to figure it out. You want the things that you see me have, or you want to see you want the things that you see your favorite social media influencer have, or your YouTuber have. You want their life. You want to, you want all of these things. However, right, you don't know how to go about getting them. You don't know how to go about getting them. And a lot of you guys get frustrated and you join these goofy movements like the looks maxing guys and the doomer guys, and you sit back hating on people teaching real game, or you sitting back hating on people who teaching guys how to get it. You don't even understand what's going on. Just a lot of this goofy loser, goofy loserdom. But that comes from you not, being able to stand on your own. That comes from you not having character. That comes from you not building yourself and pouring to yourself. And the easiest way to do that, if you're 25 and under, even if you're not 25 and under, if you're 25 and under, specifically, if you're 18, 19, 20, 21, and you still in your mama house. Now, the logical thing for me to tell you to do is this. And I used to tell guys this. Once upon a time, like, stay with your parents, stack your bread up. Stay with your parents, stack your bread up so you can get out in the world. When you get out in the world, you'll be ready financially, right? Which is still good advice, especially if you come from a house where you had a strong dad who pushed you to be, a man, and he groomed you into a man, right? But a lot of you guys don't have that. So I don't believe that most of you guys should do that. I believe you should get your ass out your mother's house as soon as possible. See, the thing with us, with me, I left my mom's house when I was 17, right? I left my guy. I left my house. I don't see you with any woman. Okay, you don't have to see me with women. That's fine. That's fine, bro. You don't have to see me. You don't have to ever see me with a woman. That's fine. That's cool. Because I don't leave to please you. Now you can watch me or create you another account to talk. But I left my mother's house when I was 17. Explain the difference between faithful and being loyal. Better leave at 21. I left before that. I left my mom's house when I was 17. I left to go to Job Corps. I left on my own to a whole new city, and I didn't go to one of them country Job Corps. I moved to Miami when I was 17 by myself. I moved to Miami when I was 17 by myself. Just we didn't have all of this stuff to coddle us, the internet, and shit. We had to get out and go outside, bro. I left my mom's house when I was 17. I went to Job Corps. I came back when I was about 18. I think I was 18 when I came back, 18 or 19 or something like that. Came back, and I moved back with my mom for maybe a few weeks. And I was like, this is the worst. I can't live with my mother. And it's not because I have a bad relationship with my mother. I have a great relationship with my mother. But I couldn't live at my mom's house no more. I couldn't do it. And so you know what I did? I got me and my homies together. It was me and 4 other dudes, and we rented a house. All of us under 20. The 5 of us rented a house, and we fucking struggled. It was days we didn't eat. We was playing on chicks to get us some food, and I'm making my chicks buy everybody food and coming to cooking, and we running in the grocery store, stealing out of the grocery store, all this old shit, right? When I first moved out, right? But I said that to say I got out of the house and I struggled and I built character as a man. You understand? I was building my character. That process of making you a man, being responsible for bills, being responsible, having responsibility, knowing what it's like to be hungry, knowing what it's like to pay bills, having to figure the shit out on your own without your mama titty in your mouth. I think a lot of you guys need to do that. Get your homeboy, get a few of your homeboys together right now, and y'all plot up and y'all go get y'all a house, go rent y'all a house, or go rent y'all an apartment. And I've been doing that since I haven't lived back with my mother since I was 18 and 19 years old. I made it in my mind I sleep outside before I go back and live with my mom. You understand? But you know, that helped me become the man who I am, struggling, building character, the process of, you know, being responsible and taking on responsibility and figuring shit out. That's one of the things a lot of us back in the days had that you guys don't have. You know, and 1950, what's up, my G? What's up, my guy? Shout out to my dude 1950 on YouTube, Mr. 1950. Shout out to him. Y'all go subscribe to my guy 1950. But a lot of y'all didn't have that. We had that, like, you know, especially black guys. Our parents wanted us out when we was 18. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it seems like, oh, well, you shouldn't put your kid out like that. Yeah, true. But throughout my coaching over the years, man, I've seen a lot of the guys who struggle the most. A lot of these guys who struggle the most, mid-20s, even guys who 30s, they was coddled their whole life. They weren't able to build their manhood through challenge and adversity, because that's what makes a man. That's what makes a strong masculine man. That's what gives you strength. You know, that's what gives you intelligence. That's what gives you street smarts. That's what gives you wit. That's what gives you charm. Being out in the world and figuring that shit out, overcoming your adversities. And we didn't know that that's what we were doing when we were young. We didn't know that that's what that was going on. But I appreciate that I was able to do that. Instead of living at my mama till I was 26, 27 years old, then getting married and moving out and shit like that. And now I don't even know how to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We figured it out. I've been paying bills. I've been paying bills since I was 18. I've been paying bills since I was 18. You understand? I've been figuring. I haven't been back to my mom's house since. I went back to my mom's house briefly for when I was 19. Like I was 19, almost 20. I went back to my mom's house briefly, ran into a rough patch, and went back to my mom's house for a little bit. But I was up out of there within a month. I'm back in my own shit again, figuring that shit out. I know a couple guys in their 40s who still, I know a lot of guys. I coach a lot of guys like that. A lot of these young guys I talk to is like, where you live? I live with my parents. Like, get out the fucking house, bro. You know, get out of the house. That builds character. That's what makes you a man. That's what makes you strong, when you can overcome challenge and when you can overcome adversity. You see what I'm saying? Figuring shit out, building character, learning how to deal with people, learning how to deal with the world without your mama titty in your mouth. Your mama titty in your mouth is clouding and hindering your growth. So get out of the house. My young guys who 18, 19, and you didn't go to college or whatever, and you just doing whatever, get out of the house and go figure that shit out. You know, get your lights cut off a few times. And you understand what I'm saying? Go through that. You feel what I'm saying? So I challenge you guys, you young guys, to do that. Call up your homies and say, man, we finna get out of our mama house. We finna go figure this shit out. Go hungry. Be hungry. Eat noodles. You understand? Eat fucking a double cheeseburger every day for to dinner till you figure that out. That's gonna build that hustle. That's gonna build that fire in you. Every guy that I know that live with their parents, every guy that I know that live with their parents up into their mid to 20s to late 20s, that saved all the money, live with their parents and all that shit, they all struggle. From people in my family and our friends, everybody that I know did that, they all struggled with life, and especially women. Every last one of them. So am I wrong to live with my mom even if she needs help with bills and she lived by herself? She lost my dad. I mean, if it's in your heart to help your mom, cool. But my mom, I don't know, man. I'm just different. So I'm not saying I don't sympathize or empathize with you, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. I would still get out on my own, bro. Me personally. And me personally, I would still, your mom grown, bro. Your mom grown. Your mom is an adult, and your mom can figure it out. You understand what I'm saying? Especially in today's time. So, I mean, if you want, it's all based on how you want to live. But I'm just giving you guys the easy way because a lot of you guys don't know how to build yourself into a man. A lot of you guys don't know that. You don't know how to build yourself into a man. You don't know what it takes to become a man. And when I try to give you the game, see, the thing is, I can give you all the game in the world, but if I pour the game into a goofy motherfucker or a man child, it don't really mean nothing. You got to have that in you at the end of the day, and you have to pour that in you or pull it out of you, and only, being out there facing challenges and becoming a man is going to pull that out of you. So if you want to live with your mom to help your mom out, if that makes you feel good in your heart, then do so. But if you don't feel good about that, or it's stopping you from becoming the man that you want to be, then you should get out of your mom's house. And this is the thing too that is maybe controversial. A lot of y'all may not like this, but a lot of a lot of you guys' moms is hindering you because they want you to take care of them. And you are basically their man that don't sleep with them. You know, they use you as the emotional support man or the emotional support dog or whatever. They use their sons as that. And so they handicap their sons and they coddle their sons. You understand what I'm saying? So their sons can take care of him because they can't find no fucking man, or they don't have the value to attract a man. And so it's easier to cut your son off at the knees. I got a couple friends like that their moms did them like that. And you know what's crazy? These kids, when we was kids, I used to love being at their houses. Like I used to just love being at my one friend in particular. His mother was like overly, like he as a kid though, like when you kids, these type of kids, they house be lit. They have all the games, all the fucking clothes, all the shoes. Their mama cook 50 times a day. These kids are they the best houses to be at when you a kid because they mama like overdo it for them to make the environment super fucking. You understand what I'm saying? But as I grew up later in life, these same mothers, what they was doing was coddling they kids. They was coddling their boys and they was cutting their boys off at the knees. And even now, 40 plus years old, still lost and can't figure it out. One of my friends, his mom passed. He don't know what to do with himself. He a grown fucking man. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of mothers cut their sons off at the knees selfishly. And so I'm not saying that that's your situation, struggle to success on TikTok. But I would pay attention a little bit more because your mother is an adult and your mother is supposed to push you to out of the house so you can become a man. But if your mother has you they're taking care of her or whatever, if she's not sick, now if she's older and she's sick or whatever, that's a little bit different story. But if your mother's just sitting at the house drinking, smoking cigarettes, talking shit, being mean, and just got you taking care of her, and that's not good, bro. Would it affect your love life too? I couldn't imagine bringing a girl back to my mom's house. Yeah, man. A lot of women know that that's a red flag, and a lot. It's not because people, when people in a relationship with you, or when you're in a relationship with somebody, you don't want to have to go through somebody else. And a lot of y'all let your mothers hinder your relationship because your mother is jealous of your woman, or your mother won't have that type of control over you, and she see your woman as a threat. And a lot of times, your mother sabotage your relationships. You see what I'm saying? Women don't like mama's boys, just like a man don't like them spoiled daddy's girl because they have no accountability. They can't do shit on their own. They can't think for themselves. They need you to take care of them. They act like children. The same way how you don't like a woman who's spoiled by her dad and shit like that. Women look at that the same when you're a mama's boy. You understand what I'm saying? So get out your fucking mama house. Get out your parents' house. I promise you it'll help you out. I promise you, it'll take you. You may struggle, you will struggle, but a lot of you guys are young, so you have the room to struggle. When you're 19, 20, 21 years old, even 25, you have the room to struggle. You have the room to fail. You have the room to fall on your face and bump your head to build character. You have that room, and you should take that opportunity. You understand? You should take that opportunity. Shout out to Vlad for the $10 super chat. Excuse me. Shout out to Vlad for the $10 super chat. Where to find young women who are not hoes. I'll talk about that in a second, but appreciate you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all passing that collection plate. Pass that collection plate. Put something on the collection plate if you're watching on YouTube. And everybody should go to YouTube anyway. TikTok, y'all need to go watch me on YouTube. But yeah, go and don't let people shame you like, oh, you got a roommate and all that. So what? Stack your bread, learn the game, you know. And then when you meet you a nice woman, or whenever you're ready to go on your own and branch out on your own, you do your thing. Shout out to Desmond. What's up, Desmond? On YouTube. But stop letting your parents coddle you. And sometimes it's not a selfish mother. Sometimes it's a mother loving you so much that she don't want to see you fail. She don't want to see you hit your face on the ground. She wants you to be safe and shit, but that's not going to help you. What your mother don't understand is that's not going to help you as a man. She don't understand that she's hindering you and she's basically handicapping you. I deal with so many guys in my community, or so many guys that I've coached, and this is their main fucking problem. They don't know where to start. They can't even begin to even. They just basically grown men and grown boys, these oversized boys. And it's not that they have bad character. It's not that they are bad people. They just are not attractive to anybody. They weak, they pussies, but that comes from having the titty in your mouth for too long. Again, we had to go outside, bro. A lot of you guys are scared. A lot of you guys are scared of confrontation. A lot of you guys scared to confront people. Man, listen, when we was kids, bro, when we was young, when I was 5 or 6 years old, if I came in the house, right? A lot of you guys right now, when you was 5 or 10 or whatever, if you came in the house and you said, oh, mom, this guy's picking on me, or this guy took my ball or some shit, your mama would march and then march up to and make a scene and protect you. Our mothers didn't do that, bro. My mom didn't do that. My grandma, my aunts, and all of that, they didn't do that, bro. If I come home when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, and I said, this kid is bothering me, or XYZ is bothering me, or you took my ball, my mom would have told me, well, you better take your ass out there and don't come back in my house until you fuck him up. You understand what I'm saying? That taught us, you could say, oh, that's bad parenting or whatever, but that taught us how to deal with conflict, how to deal with, handle conflict, how to deal with conflict, how to deal with people who bothering you, how to stand on your square, how to stand on your business, how to protect yourself, how to defend yourself. That taught us that, and I appreciate that. You understand? We had to push past our fear. Oh, he bigger than me, or this and this and that, or he's this, or he could, whatever. We had to push past that fear and go deal with our issues, even as little kids. You can't come in my mama's house talk about, because my mom was on some, I ain't raised no girl. Like, you ain't no girl, and you're not gonna act like one. So if somebody bothering you, you need to go handle that. Period. That's how it was with my aunts, my grandma, whoever. They didn't allow us to do that. When I used to get in trouble, when I was a young adult, when 18, 19, 20, whenever, when I start going to jail and shit like that, my mama didn't come save me. My mother didn't come save me. My mother didn't, come to my come to my aid every time. Nah, bro. I remember when the time I got arrested, when I went to prison, that last time I got arrested, and that charge that sent me to prison, that case that sent me to prison, I had a small window to bond out because I was on probation for something. I was on probation, right? I was on probation, and I caught a new charge, right? And you have like 48 hours. They'll give you like a bond or whatever. Like you go to when they give you charges, they set you get the bond or whatever. And I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, can I borrow the money? Can you come give me the money? Because I didn't want to tell nobody where I was hiding my money at. I didn't want to tell my homies where I was hiding my money at. Because I didn't trust them like that. And rightfully so, because I ended up having to do this and I got fucked over. But I was begging my mom, please just give me, it was like, I forgot how much it was, a couple $1,000s. But I was like, can you just give me the money or do this for me? And then as soon as I get out, I go to my house and I give you the money. And you know, my mom told me, she was like, nah, you don't need it because it ain't gonna help you anyway. She was like, you get out, you bond out right here, and somebody gonna be done killed you. It's just gonna be worse. So you could sit in there and think about what you're doing. And if God wants you to be out, you pray to God, and then he'll let you out. And I end up going to prison. And for like a month or so, I was like upset, like, damn, bro. Because my mom would always help my cousin. Like my cousin get in trouble, my mom would go help him. And that's the same for my aunt. I was just talking to my aunt today. It's the same for my aunt. Like she would help me, like whenever I had a problem or something or issue, my aunt would always help me. My mom's sister. But so it was the same like flip-flop. But my mom was that for her and she was that for me. But my mom, she was like, nah, you need to sit in there because you're gonna bond out, you're not gonna learn. But that's the type of mom I had. Like, nah, you'll be okay. Figure it out. What you scared of? You out there and all that bullshit anyway. What you scared of? Figure it out. And if God wants you to be out, then you pray to God and he'll let you out. If he wants you to sit, you're gonna sit. And I sat in that motherfucker. I went to prison, but my mom didn't coddle me and put her titty in my mouth. But that afforded me, when I look back on all that shit, that afforded me, and I understood really quick though. And I appreciated that's not something that I carried for a long time. After a month or so, it started to sink in, like she was right. I need to get myself together. But I was mad at first. I'm like, damn, how's she gonna do me like that? But I was young, I didn't understand that. But they pushed us into manhood, figuring your shit out. You made that fucking mess. Don't call me. You made that mess. So you figure it out. You figure your way out of your situations. You're gonna build character. Trust me. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys now that you are in your 20s and shit, and your mother didn't do that for you, or your father didn't do that for you, you have to do it for yourself. You have to put yourself in these situations. Get out of the fucking house, get out of your mama house and go live, go struggle, go outside. I'm not telling you to go outside and fight and be a criminal or none of that shit, but put yourself in the world so that you can build character. You're not going to be attractive from the house. What make the guys you see attractive? Prison 30 days. I was in prison for a couple of years, not 30 days, bro. I did a couple calendars in that motherfucker. Not no 30 days, but a lot of you guys, when you see these guys who are have women, you see these guys have success, you see these guys have, the things that you desire, you think because he got a six-pack. You think it's because he got a nice haircut. You think it's because all of this physical shit, because that's the only thing you can see. You didn't see him overcoming adversity his whole life. You didn't see him learning how to deal with conflict. You didn't see him learning how to, getting his intelligence up. You didn't see the hardship he went through. You didn't see him working on himself and putting himself through things to make him stronger. You didn't see that part. You just see the finished product of dude with some six-pack and a nice car and a bitch on his arm. That's all you see, and you think that's what the game the game is about, and that's not what the game is about. I'm telling you, all you look-smacks-and motherfuckers, all you guys who think that it's about your jawline, or you think that just because you ugly, it's not because you ugly. Women don't even look at attraction like that. You ever heard of the story, The Beauty and the Beast? That is a Disney movie, but it rings true. Women don't really care about how you look physically. They don't. It's more so of the intrinsic things. And I think a lot of y'all be borderline like zesty anyway, because it's kind of like, do y'all be doing these poses and shit, trying to look cute like bitches and shit, and you say putting filters on your shit and just trying to get y'all chin right and have a little eye, like, I don't know, it's kind of zesty. It's like, who y'all trying to look cute for? So, but Women like men, bro. Men's men. Yeah, maybe a couple women that like metrosexual dudes or whatever, but they still like the qualities of a manly man, bro. A strong man. I'm not saying like you gotta be able to lift 1,000 pounds, but you know, that's what women like. It's what's in you. And the only way to have that in you is you have to pour it into yourself. But y'all don't want to do the hard shit. It's easier to sit back and say, oh, he's a handsome. That's why you got to be tall and shit. And now you motherfuckers is getting knee surgery to put a few extra inches on you. So now you're just going to be, instead of being 5'7" and goofy, you're going to be 6'3" and goofy. It's just, it ain't going to be no different. You just going to be a goofy from a higher length. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to be goofy from, a few inches higher. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all be on some bullshit, man. But you gotta pour into yourself as a man, bro. You have to. Nobody's coming to save you. You guys who are young that's living with your mama house and you can't figure it out. The reason you can't figure it out is because your mama titties in your mouth. And titties make you act like a baby. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody coming to figure it out. Get out of the fucking house now. If you get evicted, so what? By the time you 35 with a family, that should have been done came off your credit anyway. And you can fix anything bad that can happen to you, or you fuck your finances up, or you fumble the bag. You have more than enough time and more than enough room to fix it. And looks maxing is useful when it comes to online game. I mean, you should always be presentable, bro. You should always be presentable. But before I ever I will always, if I had to choose between pouring into myself and giving myself that internal, intrinsic, those things that's within me, if I had to pour into that, if I had 15 minutes, right? And I could either, if I had 15 minutes to work on myself and I had the choice between, I could either shape myself up to look good or read a book, I would read a book any day of the week. I would read a book any day of the week. That's just me, because none of you looks maxing motherfuckers, none of you motherfuckers can't get what I can get, ain't had what I had, and none of you motherfuckers got what I got. You understand what I'm saying? None of y'all. So that's not even you can't even argue the game. That's why I don't go back and forth with these motherfuckers, because it's something that you can't even argue that. Shout out to everybody on Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Yeah, they be getting their eyebrows lined up. I mean, do you what makes you feel good? But that ain't. But you be doing that shit for bitches or whoever you doing it for. That shit's crazy. But you have to pour into yourself and make yourself attractive. And it's not. Listen, of course you want to be presentable. People judge you based on how you look. That is true. I'm not telling you not to look good. You should always strive to look good. But a lot of you motherfuckers be worried about your eyebrows and how your eyes look, your eye color, and it's goofy, bro. But the guys that you see that's getting the women, I can promise you, is nothing to do with anything physical. You have never, ever, ever heard a woman say, and if somebody can find a woman who said this, kindly send me the link and I cash app you some money. Find me a woman who says, I was so crazy about him and I gave him my all and I loved the shit out of him because he looked good. Or I loved this. I gave him my whole world and I poured into him and I gave him my all because he had a six-pack or because he had a fucking jawline. You ain't never heard no woman say that, and you'll never hear no woman say that. Now, a woman may say, oh, he's handsome. I like him because he's handsome, but you being handsome ain't you being handsome or you look good physically is not what makes a woman want to sleep with you, and that's not what makes a woman want to be with you, and that's not what makes a woman want to pour into you. It's just you just look good. I'm 40 minutes in. I'm 40 minutes in on YouTube, and y'all is not passing that collection plate. I'll turn this bitch off right now. I better pass that collection plate. I stayed on Instagram and shit. Why are Uh, dudes beginning, yeah, man. But yeah, y'all put y'all questions in the chat. That's what I want to talk about. But that's why y'all not attractive, and that's why you can't get women. That is the number one reason. There's no other thing. That's why you're attractive. That's why you can't figure it out. You got your mama titties in your house, and you got to get out in the world. You understand? That's how them young women be talking. What you mean? How they be talking? That's why a lot of y'all resort to trolling and shit for your entertainment because you bitch. You just, you know, go be a man. Why they treat men like options? Because you're an option. It goes back to you. Women treat you like an option because you are an option. I'm not no option. It don't get no realer than this. That's how I feel. That comes from me pouring into myself. You understand what I'm saying? So the woman who look at me and she like me, she not gonna treat me like no option. She gonna treat you like an option because you just like everybody else. Sitting in your profile pic, showing your abs because you think that's going, whatever the case may be, and get your money together, get your abs together, get your look right. But when you lead with shit like that, like every other dude in the gym trying to show his ab or trying to look cute and shit, you're gonna get treated like everybody else. You're just another dude with his shirt off trying to show off his body. Like it ain't a million dudes that's got a body. You understand? But shout out to you. Shout out to you though. I'm not telling you not to, because working out is the key to longevity of life. I'm not telling you don't work out and get your body together. But when you lead with certain things, you wonder why women treat you like everybody else. You know, when you present yourself a certain type of way, and when you act a certain type of way, and when you are a certain type of way, if you just like everybody else, you can't be mad that a woman is treating you like everybody else. It's just that simple, you know. But anyway, let's get these questions going. It would be best if you type Q before your question, put Q before your question so I can know it's a question. And the better your question, the better the answer you're going to get. I'm reading from 5 different platforms. So I'm not reading no simple shit like, oh, you got any advice for a 20-year-old? I'm not reading no shit like that at all. Shout out to Vaughn again for the $10 super chat. Where do you find young women who are 10 out of 10 who are not hoes? Women are everywhere. You find the women wherever you see a woman that you like at, you go holler at her. It's just that simple. Women are everywhere. There's not a building that says hoes are here. You go to this place for the hoes, or you go to this place for the women. There's not, you can just go live your life, go do things, go do salsa dancing, go fucking to the concert, go downtown, go shopping, go to the mall, go to Target. That's where women are, but you have to go approach them. Whenever you guys ask me stuff like this, I know it's because you're scared of approaching women and you think that there's this marketplace where it's just women and they're waiting to select you. It don't work like that. Every time y'all ask me that, I know that's what you think that is how it happens in your head. Because any guy who's not scared to approach a woman that he likes, any guy who's not scared to approach a woman who he finds beautiful or he think would mesh with him, he would never ask me or ask anyone else, where did you find women at? You understand what I'm saying? I tried bars and clubs full of hoes. Of course, bars and clubs are full of hoes. Try something else. The next time you shopping at Whole Foods, the woman who's shopping at Whole Foods, try going to talk to her, but you scared to do that. The reason you pick bars and clubs is because you weak and you don't have strength, and so you think it's easier to get a drunk woman. You think it's easier to get a woman who's tipsy. You think it's easier to get a whore. That's why guys go to bars and clubs, because it's easier. And you think that it's easier because if you if you had any type of whatever about you when you standing in Whole Foods or you standing in Sprouts or when you go to the gym or when you go to church or wherever, the woman that you like, you'll go talk to her. You wouldn't have to wait until a woman's tipsy or drunk to when you think it's easier. So that's what that question means. And I know better than that, you know? Would you trust a woman who sold herself when she was in her teens before and doesn't do it anymore? Nope, I would not. Nope. I'm not saying once a prostitute is always a prostitute, but once a prostitute, the stain is on the mind forever, if that makes sense. That's just me. How do you start to actually do something you want? Just do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I know that's simple, but it is what it is. It's simple. And I also challenge you guys to don't ask me questions to where I have to think for you. Ask me questions about the game, problems that you have, and not what do you think about, is it okay that I date a slut? If you want to date a slut, bro, go ahead and date a slut, bro. If that's what you want to do. Some dude asked me earlier, what did he ask me? My girl used to be, this girl I'm talking to used to be a slut. Should I date her or not? That's up to you, bro. I can only give you the game. Ask me something like, what are some of the negative ask me something like, what are the negatives of dealing with a promiscuous woman? But don't try not to ask me questions to where I have to think for you. That's another y'all. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Like a lot of y'all that's in that position that I was talking about earlier. A lot of you guys ask me shit to like you don't even know how to think for yourself because your mama been thinking for you. And so now you're 25, you don't even know what the type of questions to ask no real nigga, no real dude who in position that can help you. You ask some shit like, oh, what do you think I should do about what XYZ? My answer is always, you do what the fuck you want to do. You got the game. You know the game. Well, at least you hear it from me. So you take that game and apply it and do it to how you want to do it. It's just that simple. My girl left me and said we can't coexist because we have different religions. But her effort wasn't the same in the past few weeks. And I had a gut instinct shit wasn't right. That's not a question. You put a Q in front of that, but that's not a question. So I don't have the mental capacity at this moment to try to figure out what the question is in that. What are the negatives that come with dealing with someone who works 12-hour shifts and probably has a work husband? You answered the question, bro. She works too much and she got a work husband. And so now the woman that you get with is giving her attention to somebody else sexually or giving her sexual attention to somebody else. And you got to think. You answered your own question in that question. What's three main qualities a woman must have to fuck with me? I don't know you. And it seemed like I'm being like short and shit, but I don't know you. I don't know what you require. Now, if you're asking me what qualities they must have to fuck with me, that's different. But you're different than me. But what I require is she must be nice. She must have integrity. She must be a good person. She has to be a nice person because I don't like dealing with women with fucking attitudes. She has to have integrity, meaning she'll do the right thing, and she must be a good person, have a good character. That's just three off the head for me. But I don't know about you. That may not be what you want. Again, this is manhood shit. This is what I say. Get out the house and get it on your own, and you'll figure out stuff like this. How to present yourself and how to ask questions so you can get the answers to them. But if you ask me, what are the three qualities that a woman must have to fuck with me? I gave you my three qualities. Now, what does that do for you? What does that do for you? You might not care if a woman is nice. You might like spicy Latinas who got attitudes all fucking day. You might like that. I don't though. You see what I'm saying? So we different. Shout out to DJ for the $10 super chat on YouTube. Shout out to Only One HD for the $5 chat on super chat on YouTube. I get numbers easily, but they are rarely down to me. Any advice? You got to be something that a bitch want to meet. It's that simple. The game always go back to you. Now you can get with me or you could join the community or whatever the case may be on the back end, and we can analyze you to see what's wrong or what's going on with you and how to make yourself attractive. But it's always you. You got to be something somebody want to meet. Ask yourself, who am I that a woman would want to meet? And just know the competition is stiff out here. You understand what I'm saying? Make yourself attractive, bro. How do you gain respect for your women? How do you gain respect from my women and how to keep them hooked? Keep them hooked by standing on your boundaries. You keep them hooked by keeping yourself interesting. You keep them hooked. I always say, women don't do what's right. Women do what feels good. Women don't do what's right. They do what feels good. And so always be the feel good, bro. Always be the guy that feels good, and your woman will stay with you. Now, this is where the game come in at. What feels good to one may not feel good for the next. What feels good to one woman may be peace, comfort, stability. That may give another woman anxiety. Going out to eat at restaurants may feel good. She may feel love when you take her out in the town. But to another woman, that's draining, and she would just rather sit at home and watch movies with you. So you have to learn the game, and you have to learn different women and how they present themselves, and you got to learn how to see that, and you got to learn how to move accordingly, and you have to learn how to move to what's best, compatible to who you are. That's what the game is about. But that's how you keep a woman interested, by keeping her emotions engaged, keeping her on the hook. Women don't do what's right; they do what feels good. How do I become more assertive? I'm naturally an introvert. So y'all try to use introvert synonymously with coward. I'm an introvert, very much introverted. So much so to the people that know me can't believe that I do what I do. It may seem like I'm a social butterfly and I love to be on the scene. I love to be heard. No, I just have to go through the discomfort so I can get my message out, so I can help people how I want to be, so that's just a process. But I'm an introvert. So what you're really asking me, Mark, on TikTok is, how do I be more assertive? Because I'm naturally a coward, right? And I'm not saying that to be mean to you, but introvert don't mean coward or scary. Introvert just means you don't like being around people, and you prefer being inside versus outside. I prefer being inside versus outside. I don't like being around a lot of people for too long. That's me. That's introverted. But I'm still assertive. So, yeah, how to not be a coward is when you get scared to do something, do it anyway. When you feel nervous or when you feel anxious from doing something, I'm not telling you to do something that's going to kill you. But when you want to take an opportunity and you're scared, take it anyway. When somebody says something that you don't like and you're scared to say something anyway. The key to not being a coward is to overcome your fears of whatever you think is going to happen. How do you approach a group of women if you only like one of them? Just go up to the one you like and talk to her. It's simple. Do you believe that women only have strict standards for men they don't like? No, I don't believe that. A woman with strict standards is a woman with strict standards. A woman with strict standards got strict standards. Just like y'all think women don't fucking know how to control themselves, and women just fucking just be doing. Some human beings are like that, but I have standards, right? I have standards. I don't care if I like you or not. It is what it is. There's women like that. No matter how much she likes you, no matter how much she think you cute, some women got standards. Now, the younger she is, that may not be the case, but when you see a woman get older, over 25, and she done lived a little bit, it don't matter how. That's bullshit. What if your girl fucked a girl when you put her on the bench? Would you charge her for that? Yes, I would charge any woman who had to go in timeout and she went and fuck somebody else. It would be over. It wouldn't even be. I wouldn't even be asking nobody about that. Yes. Because at the end of the day, if I say, nah, you should keep her, you gonna keep her, even though it don't feel right to you. See, that's the part about being a man. Are you gonna keep her because I said keep her, even though it don't feel right to you and you feel disrespected? Shout out to Tyler. But yeah, to that Lonnie, people have standards. Some people have standards, some people don't. Some people have standards, some people don't. Now, love will make people lower their standards, or not even lower their standards, but love will When a person loves you or when a person is in love with you, they will tolerate a lot more. But just off the gate, some people just have standards, and that just is what it is, and they not wrong for that. You know, are you making men to be husbands, material, or just player? Listen to the advice, and you tell me what you think. Listen to the advice I'm giving them, and you tell me what you think. How do you overcome women who walk away when you say you don't want a relationship? I get women don't want to just be fucked on, but most don't just want to be friends. Any advice? That's how the game go. You can't expect people to want to be your toy. That's you borderline narcissistic. Like, well, she don't want me to just be fucking on her, and so she just going like, how do I get over that? Like, you should come in the game knowing that, number one, if you're not giving somebody what they want, at a certain point, you exploiting them at the end of the day. And you have to understand that they have every right to walk away from you. You don't own them, so you shouldn't even be. If you playing that game. This is the thing with y'all. If you playing that game, you shouldn't even be going in a situation getting yourself attached, because that's what it is, CMJ. You damn near halfway ain't built for this shit like you think you is, and you trying to because it look cool or it make you feel good to have a bitch here, a bitch here, a bitch there, but then you getting attached because it make you feel something when they leave. You shouldn't even let yourself get that. You shouldn't even be letting yourself get to that point to where you even attach. You should be, if the bitch leaves, so what? If you out here for real, you know what I'm saying, and you playing the game how it go for real, you would be doing things so that you're not even getting attached in the first place. You understand? But that you got to understand that don't nobody owe you shit. And so people gonna walk away from you when they not getting what you want, what they want from you. And when you truly understand that, you would get it and it wouldn't bother you as much. You consider emotional cheating as bad as physical? Yes. It's if my girl was like another man and she was giving her energy to another man, even if she didn't fuck him, she might as well fuck him to me. I'm gonna treat it all the same. We done forever. I'm gonna treat that all the same. If you live a somewhat lavish lifestyle normally, how can it hurt you if you don't dial it back for new chicks? Where's the line? You should always live your life, but it's a double-edged sword, bro. When you shining, it attract leeches, bro. It attract the worst of the worst. But at the end of the day, do you want to dumb yourself down to impress a bitch or to keep or whatever in line? That's just the price of success, bro. You never know who's here for you. The thing with that is that's where the game come in there. That's why I say the game protects you. The game saves you. You need to make people earn their keep in your life, and you don't have to worry about being taken advantage of. When people in your life and they are pouring into you and they are bringing something to a value to the table, you don't have to worry about being taken advantage of. So I'm not telling you to dial back the way that you live or whatever, because you shouldn't have to do that, but just understand that that's what comes. That's one of the many prices, the many hidden costs of success. It's hard to see who's who, and it's hard to see who's with you for you, but there's a workaround to that. Just make people earn their life. Don't give women things that they don't earn, Why do women date a new man, abstain from the new guy, and have sex with someone they had been messing with? Why not just have sex with the new guy? Why get a new body? Why get a new body? If I got if I know that me sleeping with this new guy, there's no guarantee that he's going to stay with me, be with me, and it's just going to add on to my body count and make y'all talk shit about me even more. Why not just fuck the guy that I've been fucking? So I mean, we set the standard and they follow it. So it just makes more sense to fuck a guy you've been fucking versus give your body to somebody new and catch a body, and then you're gonna be on YouTube talking shit. So I'm being funny when I say that, but it just makes more logical sense when you think about it. Like, what would you do if you was in that situation? You see, would you fuck the new? See, to you, you thinking, oh, it's just a new body. It's more stripes. They don't think of it like that. It's a new body, a new headache. a new guy who got my body and ain't give me nothing for it. More trauma. So it just makes more sense to talk to you, piece you out, and then if everything go good with you, then I cut him off. It's just smarter. But y'all allow that. So stop entertaining women who not pouring into you, who fucking other people. Stop taking them type of women on dates. Stop pouring into women that's fucking other men. And they wouldn't do that no more. But if you continue to do it, they gonna do the smart thing. So W for the women, because y'all, pour into them and wine and dine them and shit, and while they fucking their baby daddy still. So W to them, I guess. What that tell you? Stop doing it. How should I start convos on dating apps with women that match with me? Should I follow a script I create myself to utilize, or base initial conversation based on her profile? It's always best to do it based on the profile, but at the end of the day, it don't matter, bro. You can say half the women gonna like what you say, and half the women ain't gonna like what you say. You're not gonna catch them all, So find something that works with you, that feels good for you, and do that shit 100 times, and then you can have enough data to say if something worked or not. Y'all will do something 5 times, and 2 say yeah, 3 say no, and you don't even have enough data, and you keep switching up your game. That's the key in business. That's the key in life, is consistency. Do something consistent. When I used to be on dating apps, I used to say the same thing 200 times. That's how I be knowing what to say, because I know, okay, this worked more than this, but I just say it the same shit 100 times, 200 times. You see what I'm saying? So, y'all don't put in enough reps enough to see your shit through. Y'all do something, you get one no, and then you go back confused. But you know what that come from? That come from your mama titties in your mouth. That's one of the things that y'all guys like you do. And I'm not saying that's your situation, but a lot of guys that be in those type of situations, they have that same problem. They'll text a girl one thing, it don't work out for them, and now they trying a whole new strategy because they haven't figured out yet the key to life is consistency. But when you out on your own and you're a man, you understand, I got to go to work consistently to keep my bills paid. I got to keep doing this consistently. I got to be consistent if I want to have stability. You see what I'm saying? So before you come ask somebody, hey, does this work? What should I say? Try something 100 times. Copy and paste that shit to 100 different women. And then when you get the data, you can see what works. That's the same thing in business. I'm not going to when I do a style of video, I don't just do it 1 time or 5 times. I do that shit for 3 months, or I do it for 2 months, or I do it for a month, and I see, okay, this style is working. Okay, I'm going to run with this for the next 6 months. If I do it, 1 time and it flop, I'm going to keep going, put it out 30 times. Okay, now it flopped 30 times. This a piece of shit. I'm not going to do this no more. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to CMJ for the $5 super chats. Shout out to Instagram. I ain't been reading the comments on Instagram. So if y'all ask your questions again on Instagram. I've been on YouTube. They're asking better questions on YouTube. So y'all Instagram, y'all need to step it up. Dre, to clarify, shout out to CMJ. I tell them I don't want a relationship on the first date. I don't lead them on, bro. That would be selfish. It's not the fact that that's not what you're selfish about. I'm not saying you leading a woman on, but you're expecting somebody, you basically expecting somebody to say, hey, listen, I'm gonna just be fucking on you and shit, but I want all of you, and I want all of you forever. And you feel a certain type of way when you don't get that. That's what makes you selfish. I'm not saying you being manipulative. Now, it's her fault for putting herself through that. I'm not taking the accountability away from her. But for you to expect that, or for you to like feel a certain type of way when somebody don't want to let you exploit them, that says something about you. Like if somebody don't want to let you exploit them and you feel bad for that, or you feel a certain way about that, that says a lot about you, who you are. So you got to dig deep and figure out, why do I feel bad, or why do I feel something when somebody won't let me basically take from them and I give them nothing, basically. How do you make sure you're behaving in a masculine way and with game? For example, this girl I was talking to said, when I pulled back because she didn't give me what I want, it was feminine. I don't give a fuck what nobody. So a woman wasn't giving you what you needed out of the situation, and so you kind of removed yourself from the situation, and she called you feminine because of that, and you questioning yourself now. But that goes to the type of question that you asked me. You said, how do you make sure you're behaving in a masculine way and with game? Bro, let me tell you something. A real nigga, bro, a real dude, a real man don't have to ask, how do I make sure I'm behaving like a real man? You just are. But that comes from doing what I told y'all to do earlier. Get out of the fucking house and go live. Go pay bills on your own. Go struggle. Go overcome adversity. Go build yourself into a man. I have never said, how do I make sure I'm being a man and shit, or I'm being a real dude? That ain't nothing you have to think. But when you faking the fucking funk, and when you faking trying to be something you not, when you faking trying to impress a bitch, or faking like you hard or you super alpha and all of this old shit, now when your shit get put to the test, you questioning yourself, and now a bitch's opinion of you makes you feel bad about yourself. But if you was a real man, a real fucking dude, a woman can call you whatever they want to call you. You know, I've been women call you being feminine or you sassy. So what? And yes, period. I don't care. Ain't no woman ever nothing that woman say can make me question who I am as a person. Because I know what I do. I know I'm a man. And I don't have to try to be one. This ain't nothing you try to do. You get up and you wake up and you handle your business. It ain't even nothing to think about. Y'all be like, how do I make sure I'm maintaining a masculine frame? That's how I know you're a fraud. You fake. If you got to wake up and make sure you maintaining a masculine, that should be second nature, bro. A lot of y'all niggas be frauds, bro. A lot of y'all niggas be fake. You feel me? And I want better for y'all. So join the Players Club, playersclub.vip, playersclub.vip. If you're watching on YouTube right now, click the link that's in the chat. If you're watching on Instagram, type player in the chat so I can get y'all up out of this. A lot of y'all be learning some bullshit on this internet, bro. All words be leading back to me anyway. All words, y'all always come back to the real game. Join the Players Club. If you're watching on Instagram, type player in the chat. If you're watching on TikTok, right now, join, click the link in the bio. If you're watching on YouTube, click the link that's in the chat. Join right now. I want to see y'all facing the place. We got a coaching call tomorrow. So you get coaching tomorrow if you join tonight. You get to catch the coaching class tomorrow. But yeah, man, y'all be like, how do I make sure I'm being a masculine and shit? Like, that ain't nothing you should have to make sure. Stop faking and go pour into yourself for real. And stop trying to do all this internet bullshit to try to make yourself appear what you ain't. So then when a bitch insults you and you questioning who you are as a man, like, ain't nothing. If you was a real dude, if you was a real man, number one, you ain't got to act. You are. And nobody can take that from you. If you was a real dude, a woman called you feminine, you wouldn't even respond. Or you could say, you would have told her, go find you a masculine man then. And fuck you calling me for. Fuck you telling me for. Oh, you feminine. What did you telling me for? If you don't like it, go somewhere else. That's what a real man will tell a woman when he get insulted, not questioning you. And you sitting back like, well, she called me feminine, so she think I'm feminine. How do I act more masculine? That's you. You a little boy, bro. And you got to get out of that. You got to grow up and pour into yourself. Go outside, bro. Western women is different from Eastern Asian women. Ask Fresh baby mama or the chick that just tried to cross Fresh up and still going on a campaign. Ask her. You sure? I mean, different cultures is different, but at the end of the day, you know, the reason why the reason why women are hard to deal with you is because they don't see the value in you. You know? But I don't have that experience, bro. Shout out to Darius Bunn for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, my brother. I definitely appreciate you. Look at a lot of the questions a lot of guys ask. A lot of dudes can't even think for themselves. When do you block somebody? Whenever they getting on your fucking nerves. Who do you ask me that? A lot of y'all, bro. Y'all need to join the Players Club, bro. Y'all need to put this manhood in your life. But this is why a lot of y'all not attractive, bro, to women or nothing. Do you have any advice or mental frame when someone is trying to raise? Here we go again. When trying to raise someone's interest without it seeming forced and awkward, trying to lead a conversation, that don't even make sense, bro. That just sounds cluttered. That just sounds cluttered. Do you have advice or mental frame when trying to raise someone's interest without it seeming forced or awkward, trying to lead the conversation? I don't know. I don't put that much effort into trying to dance for no bitch, bro. I ain't never have. You know, if a woman don't like who I am, fuck her, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's forced. If I'm attracted to a woman, I'm gonna let a woman know. I'm gonna act like it, and I'm gonna let her know. I'm not gonna try to look cool and try to hold back and no shit like that. Because if the woman don't like, me expressing myself in a way, or if a woman don't like the way I'm coming on to her, then I ain't for her. It's that simple. I'm not telling you to be creepy or fucking stalkerish and shit, but you sitting here trying to raise a woman's interest, meaning you trying to fucking basically do cartwheels and entertain a bitch. And that's basically what you telling me. I'm not saying that a woman can't be mediocre and with you and she get to know you and you talking to her, she can, start to like you more based on what you presenting. I'm not saying that. You can always raise a woman's interest, but I could tell by the way that you asked that question, you basically trying to entertain and do cartwheels for a bitch and put on a circus for a bitch. But you trying to do it and still look cool when you ain't gonna ever look cool when you performing and tap dancing for a woman. So you ain't gonna never look cool. You ain't gonna never be cool when you try to entertain a woman and try to tap dance for her and do cartwheels and shit and put on a show. She gonna always look at you like a clown. You understand what I'm saying? So I do me. If I like her, I like her. If I'm mid on her, I'ma act like that. I've been stopped playing that game long time ago. It's like I'm gonna act this and I'm gonna act that, and I fuck all that. A lot of this shit, man. A lot of this shit that they teach y'all. And I'm gonna keep it 1,000. A lot of this shit that they teach y'all on the internet, because a lot of them don't know better. But a lot of this shit they teach y'all is just how to be more tolerable to whores who don't like you. I'm gonna say that one more time. A lot of the 95% of the shit that y'all learn on Instagram and on YouTube and on TikTok from these dudes is to teach you to be more tolerable to whores who don't even like you. You understand? That's why y'all trying to act and dance for bitches. Trying to look cool for a bitch who don't even like you, bro. A woman who like you want to see you go after her. She want to feel that. She want to feel that attraction from you. A woman who really like you, she want to feel that you attracted to her too. I'm not saying be creepy and all this shit, but she want to feel your energy. I promise you. I know what I'm talking about. Hey, King Dre, what programs are free in the Players Club? Because I'm a beginner and a virgin. I want to start dealing with women. You should join tonight. You should join now. Confidence 101, Attraction 101, Building Your Value, and How to Vet Women Properly. These are all courses that I sell for $300 to $600, but I made them free for Players Club members. So you should join that. Anybody know they done paid $300, $400 for them courses the year or two ago? But I made them free for the guys in the Players Club. So you get those four for free. You also get workshops. We did a workshop last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, called Breaking Free from Self-Judgment. And the workshops are basically where I have guys or experts come in and they teach you based on wherever they experts at. Like I have guys who experts on getting rid of anxiety, code pro, whatever the case may be. We doing workshops. So we do workshops once a month. So you get all of that for $47. You can't fucking beat that. And I'm just letting y'all know the price gonna go up very soon. The price gonna go up very soon. Once we hit a certain threshold, which we hitting soon, you better get in before we hit that threshold. The price gonna go up. So, Dre, you kicking that shit today. I'm glad I tuned in today. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. But yeah, join the Players Club. If you're watching on Instagram, type player in the chat. You watching on Instagram, type player in the chat. You watching on TikTok, click the link in the bio. You go click the link in the bio right now if you're watching on TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube, click the link that I just put in the chat. Click the link that I'm putting in the chat right now. And if my mods are here, can you pin? I think I already pinned it. If you was drinking in the streets with a big group of boys and one of them say, let's fight one-on-one, is it better to not do it and you know you can win, but they have their brother there and stuff? If it was me, I'd fuck him up if that was me. But you know, these days, you sound like you from somewhere else. You don't even sound like you from here. I was gonna say nowadays you gotta watch it because these little scary motherfuckers will kill you over some bullshit. But I know me, if I was drinking and one of these dudes be like, oh, let's fight and shit, you know, I'm gonna knock him out and I'm gonna search him and make sure he ain't got no gun. That's just me. You know. But that's what I would have did back in the days. I'm not finna be fighting nobody and shit like that. I'm too grown for that. But that's on you, bro. That's on you, but you couldn't have been. I was you sound young because you use the word boys and shit. So you sound young. I can just tell it's just because ain't no grown men just sitting in the streets drinking like an Irish pub cartoon. You're just sitting around drinking like on Red Dead Redemption 2. You sitting in the bar in the fucking saloon drinking and you just a fist fighting is a big old melee get trailing. That's you know, ain't no grown men doing that, but you know. But back then, if I was sitting around and one of my homies like, man, let's fight. All right. I'll pat your ass up and get back to drinking. That's just me. What about the ladies man bundle? I'm trying to buy it. I can't find the price in your website. The ladies man bundle is not available. And Emmanuel, I wouldn't even sell that to you, to be honest. You ain't even ready for that. You trying to buy the ladies man bundle. You're not even ready for that, bro. You ain't ready for that. Join the Players Club first and take the free courses first and get you some game and start building yourself first. You're not ready for that, bro. Just based on the question that you asked me. So, you know, if I was one of them dudes, I'd be like, hit me up and I'll sell it to you for $700 and all that. But you ain't ready for that, bro. You just join the Players Club first. Get on the Players Club and take them free classes and see what you could do with that. Then think about joining it. Or think about getting it. But it ain't even available right now. Y'all should have had it before before I took it down. How you feel about dude who jumped the dude whose daughter was bullying his daughter? I don't really feel no way about that. It is what it is. I don't really feel no way about that, bro. What if they have a big family and if you win, they're gonna keep coming? It don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that. They ain't got no big family full of soldiers. You fuck one of them up, I promise you, they gonna let. That's how it work, bro. You fuck one of them up good enough, they all get the message. Ain't nobody gonna keep coming to fuck with your crazy ass. When you piece a motherfucker up real good, bro, you don't have to worry because most people ain't built like that to hurt nobody like that, bro. So you ain't even, they keep coming after you right now because you're a coward and you just free food. You just free validation. You just free feel good for a bully to feel good about himself. You're an easy kill. But if you fuck one of them up good enough, I promise you they'll stop coming. All of them. That's all you got to do, bro. How do you feel about this soft guy era shit that's going on? I already spoke about it, but I don't want to go too much into it. But I don't know. I just the fuck, bro. God damn. Hold on 1 second. This damn light, fucking. Damn it, man. All right, it's gonna be a little dark. It's gonna be a little dark in here. Damn light cut off on me. It's gonna be a little darker, but damn light got super bright. But what I was saying, King Dre, have you taken a woman back? Not really, bro. And when I was with my kids' mom, we went back and forth, but I wasn't really taking her back. We was just get into it, be off for a year, but we would still be dealing around and shit. I was just over here, she was over there. But nah, not really. Not when once it's over for me. So no. I appreciate your knowledge and your time. I appreciate you too, bro. Shout out to Real JFK, $2. My girl cheated on me. Should I keep her as a side? No, you shouldn't keep her as a side. Why do you want to deal with somebody who cheated on you? You think she gonna be your side chick, bro? Yes, you think you that cool. She already don't respect you because she cheated on you, but you think you cool enough for her to just be, you just to be fucking on her and shit, and like you were just a player or some shit. Nah, bro. Just say this. My girl cheated on me and I don't know how to let her go. Say that. Because y'all be trying to sound cooler than you are, bro. You're not. Say that. That's what you really want to say. My girl cheated on me and I love her so much, I don't know how to let her go. But you ain't got the heart to motherfucking keep no woman, no side chick that you done been with and all that. You ain't even got the heart to do that because you don't even have the heart to leave somebody who disrespected you. So that's what your question really mean. I could see through the bullshit, bro. You ain't got to try to pump fake me and be cool to kick it with me. I know what it is. My girl cheated on me and I don't know how to leave her. I don't know what to do. Should I keep her as a side? No, you ain't even know. You can't. Hey, bro, my girl joined this dude live. It was allowing him to semi-flirt with her. When questioned, she lied about it, but then apologized. Would you let it slide? Nah, I wouldn't let that. Would you question? What is there to? Let me tell you something, bro. You saw somebody disrespecting you. You got to be from Chicago. I know my people. I'm a Florida bro, Florida boy all the way. I'm not from Chicago. I'm from Florida, bro. 100% Florida, bred and born, real one from Florida. But I don't want to be nowhere else. Florida all the way, bro. But nah, you just recognize real, bro. That's all. You recognize a real dude. Clearwater, nah, not Clearwater. Close to Clearwater though. But what I was just reading, yeah, my girl joined it. Let me read this again. This one crazy. My girl joined this dude live and was flirting with him, allowing him to semi-flirt. So y'all say little stuff to try to justify it in your mind, to try to make it better so you could justify being with a disrespectful bitch, bro. That's all y'all be doing. But basically your girl was on live flirting and choosing up on another dude. And when you questioned her about it, she lied about it but then apologized. Would you let it slide? No, I wouldn't let nothing like that slide. Number one, if you see your woman doing something, not even your woman, y'all woman, if you see y'all woman choosing up on another dude or disrespecting you, what else is there to question? There's nothing to question. If I saw my woman doing some disrespectful shit, what is there to question? This how I know y'all be weak and y'all scared to leave women who try y'all. What is there to question? You trying to get her to give you a reason to stay. It ain't no reason to stay, bro. What are you questioning? You saw it. It's over. And it's almost disrespectful that y'all would even ask me something like that and ask me would I let it slide? You know I won't let nothing like that slide. Like I feel like y'all be trying me. Was it maybe because I took a nap and I woke up before I was asleep before I was doing this? I took a nap. I was out all day at my auntie house and shit, bro. I'm talking to my auntie, chopping it up with my auntie all day. And I got to the house at like 7 or something like that, and I laid down in the bed for a little bit, and I took a nap, and I just woke up. So y'all getting the King Dre that just got out of bed, just woke up. So maybe that's how I feel. I feel like y'all be trying me when y'all ask me shit like that. The fuck do I look like letting the bitch disrespect me like that? I feel like you know me better than that. You feel me? Or am I tripping? Am I tripping for feeling like that? Shout out to you, King Baba Fetty. Am I tripping? Y'all let me know if I'm tripping for feeling like y'all should know better than to ask me some shit like that. Asking me shit like, would I let that slide? And you know better than that. Am I tripping? Shout out to Shaya Muhammad for the $5 super chat. Salute, King. Keep doing your thing. Your show is great. I appreciate you, my brother. I thought you was against alcohol and fighting, like what happened with Tory Lanez and all that. I am, but you asked me, so you think fighting is worth it? What am I going to get out of it? Then what the fuck you asked me for? What the fuck you asked me for, bro? It's like, hey, I've been getting punked out by my friends, and my friends calling me a bitch and challenging me and shit while we all drinking. What should I do? What would you do? I would fight them. Or common sense, I'll stop hanging out with them, fool. Duh. Then when I tell you to fucking stop being a coward, oh, I thought you said you're against drinking. I am against drinking. You the one said that you fucking you the one said that you hey Buddha, you got one more time to say something goofy, bro. Buddha, you got one more time to say something stupid. You the one said you drinking. You chose to drink. Motherfucker, what you gonna try? You gonna challenge me and say, I thought you said drinking ain't good. It ain't good, but you drink anyway, motherfucker. You knew that before you asked me that. So if you really listening to me, you wouldn't be drinking anyway. But you chose to keep drinking, and you're around drunk people who challenging you, and then you want to come back to me after you know how I feel about something. The fuck be wrong with y'all, bro? We be like, this is what I'm saying. Y'all got to get out your mama house, bro. Like, get out your mama house, bro, and fucking go be around men, bro. Like, oh, bro. Shout out to Linwood for the $2 super chat. OG is always remembering game for sure. Yeah, you fighting your conscience. Now you trying to challenge me because you a bitch. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. You trying to challenge me. Go challenge the motherfuckers that's punking you. I thought you said drinking was bad. I did say that. But you still chose to drink. And then gonna ask me a question about some drunk shit. No challenge the dude who's punking you, not me, bro. I'm giving you some real game. If you don't like that people are challenging you, do something about it. If they bullying you, fuck one of them up, and it'll stop happening, or avoid them. But they're just gonna keep coming and keep coming. So instead of you battling with your conscience right now, and right, I guess you think I'm the easy target. So I'm gonna challenge you on what you say, but you ain't challenging them niggas that's punking you in your real life. I don't understand that, bro. Y'all gotta come on, bro. You fighting his demons and trying to make yourself feel better about challenging what I say. If somebody keep fucking with you, do something about it. I wouldn't let you ask me what I would do. I wouldn't let nobody keep fucking with me, bro. I wouldn't let nobody keep fucking with me. I'd do something about it. I would. And my mama wouldn't have let me run to her. Should have made me go back outside and handle it. Yeah, well, bro, I'm just trying to hear what you gotta say, as I only drink out of boredom and hopefully to get laid. So he drank because he bored and to get laid. They not my friends They was off the streets, but I used to hang with them. So you drink out of boredom and to get laid. Shout out to my dude, Steve the Dean. Steve the Dean would curse your motherfucking ass out. I wish Steve the Dean could fucking get up here and curse your ass out, bro. That's why y'all go fuck with my guy, Steve the Dean, and the man mindset. You ask Steve the Dean some shit like that, he'd curse you the fuck out like you was the bitch that you are. But I'm nicer than Steve. Steve is a nice guy. Steve, my dude. But Steve will curse your ass out. I need to start being more like Steve and cursing you out and make you feel bad for coming up to me like this. Steve, let Steve. You hear Steve? Let me show you what this motherfucker said, Steve. Steve, this dude asked me earlier. He said the guys in his neighborhood, when he get drunk with them, they always talk shit to him and they want to fight him, right? He said they always talk shit to him and then they want to fight him and shit like that. And he asked me what I would do about it. I told him if it was me, I would knock one of them out. I would fuck one of them up, right? Because I've done that before. If you challenge me back then, at least. But now I wouldn't hang with people who get drunk and want to fight in the streets. Right now, me is 40 years old, 39 years old. But back then, I would have fucked one of them up. Or tried to at least. Right? So I told him that. And so he rebuttals and says, well, what if you win and then they got a big family, they just gonna keep coming? And I told him it don't work like that. That's not how humans are. If you fuck one of them up, most people ain't built like that. When you fuck one of them up and you make an example out of them, they'll keep coming. But if you run like a bitch and be food for a bully to feel good, easy food for a bully to feel good, they just gonna keep coming. He didn't want to believe that. And so you know what he said to me, Steve? Well, I thought you was against fighting and drinking. So he trying to challenge me, but he won't challenge the motherfuckers that's picking on him and bullying him. I thought you said you against alcohol and drinking and shit. I am, motherfucker, but you still out drinking. Even though I said that, however long I said it, you still out drinking and you asked me. So he trying to challenge me and question me, but he won't question the motherfuckers in his neighborhood that's punking him and treating him like a bitch. Ain't that crazy? And that's just one of the moments where I wish this was Steve's show. Y'all want to see some, y'all go watch Steve, especially when it's Real Game No Theory show. I'll be on that Tuesday. Or go watch Steve's show. Somebody ask Steve like that, he'll cuss him out like a dog. And you deserve to be cursed out like a dog. You understand what I'm saying? I wish Steve could curse your ass out. Steve came at the right time. Steve would curse your ass out like a dog when you deserve it. I'll be nice and shit to y'all, and y'all think I be going off. Y'all be wanting to challenge me and shit, but you won't, you know? But shout out to my dude, Steve. Y'all go follow Steve to subscribe to Steve the Dean, the man mindset on YouTube. Y'all go fuck with Steve. Steve got some thorough game. Steve one of the few people in this space that I respect their game. It's only a few people. Steve is one of them ones. For sure, for sure. 1950, one of them ones. Shout out to 1950. I don't know if he's still in here. 1950, one of them ones. I don't respect too many people shit in this space. But y'all keep them questions here. What's Steve's show called? It's called The Man Mindset on YouTube. The Man Mindset on YouTube. Check him out on YouTube. All right, KJ, stop talking about that shit because you ain't gonna do nothing but keep trying to cry. You either stop hanging with them or fuck one of them up. Those are your only options, bro. All right, we done talk about that. Talk about something else. Talk about something else, bro. We done. You fuck one of them up or stop hanging with them. Stop being stupid. Why would you keep going drinking with dudes who don't like you? You stupid, bro. So he think they his friend. They jumping on him and shit. So how do you deal with a woman who come in late? I wouldn't deal with a woman who be out late. See how that work? You see how that work? I wouldn't even deal with a woman who be out late. I like women who like to be in the house and they go to Target and do their thing and shit and they come home. I wouldn't deal with a woman who be out late slanging coochie in the streets and coming back to you like a duck. You know what I'm saying, Mike B on TikTok? You feel me, Mike B? I wouldn't meet no woman at no club at 4 o'clock in the morning, then get with her and expect her to start coming in early. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. That's just me though, Mike B. You feel me? Zay says you hook up with a young lady on the first date or go for on the first date and she then feels shameful afterwards and pull away. How would you proceed? Bro, she don't feel shameful, bro. Y'all be letting these women say all type. She don't feel shameful, bro. She either got a boyfriend or your shit was whack, bro. She like, damn, I caught a body and it wasn't even worth it. Bruh had the shrimp or bruh had the weak meat, and I just, but you tell yourself she feels shameful because you think your game is just so good that you seduced this virgin bitch and you just got her to be the whore that she never was, right? You just tell yourself you seduced this virgin bitch that you got her to be the whore for the night, and then she just woke up and felt shameful. Y'all got to be real with yourself, bro. Once you remove that ego, man, you remove that ego, life opens up a whole new can of peaches and cream and money and opportunity, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like she didn't feel shame, bro. You just was whack. That's all. And she was the whore who she was being. Because let me tell you something about a woman. There's a good woman who don't got a lot of bodies, who be in the house. Is she a virgin? Even if she's whack, even if she's whack, or even if you're whack and the sex is whack or whatever, a woman who has not given herself away to men will still want more out of you. She's not going to just walk away from you like that. That's what whores do, bro. Whores, they comfortable with giving their body away and walking away. They don't want nothing else. They don't try to get nothing else. So if she slept with you and even if it was whack and she was able to ghost you after that, what does that tell you? You ain't special. You ain't just got all this magic game and you got all this magic shit to you. You make this good girl be the whore for the night and she feel ashamed. That's your ego telling you that because you don't want to feel bad because your fucking dick game trash. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You know? Dre, do you get suspicious if a chick you're dating just stop answering for a day without saying anything? I didn't find it a big deal, but some red pill guys said I was tripping. First of all, right? First of all, do you feel like you was tripping? That's first and foremost. Do you feel like you was tripping? Why are you looking for other people for like? That's why I be saying like the questions y'all be asking me be like, you got to learn how to think for yourself. Ask me questions like on like the game, bro. But you was like, should I feel like this? But you already know what I'm gonna say. You know, you already know what I'm gonna say, bro. If you didn't find it a big deal, then it ain't a big deal, bro. Because it don't matter what I say. It don't matter what I say. If I say, hey, it wasn't no big deal. If you ain't find it a big deal, it wasn't no big deal. If I say, hey, it's a red flag when women don't answer their phone for a day. If you don't find it a big deal in your heart, it don't matter what I say. These real pit cats are destroying lives with their bullshit rhetoric. I had this girl 2 years ago. She lost our child and I kind of left. She still fuck with me. We go out, but she won't give a nigga no pussy for shit. We go out and shit, but she say she still has emotions. No, she don't like you no more. And you, right, in order to get some pussy, you tricking. And so in order for her to keep getting the trick treatment, she got to withhold it, and you keep playing that game. So that's all that is. I'm going to take you out to get some pussy. I'm going to take you out to get some sex from you. She's smart enough to play you and say, I just got emotions. Women who have emotions about you want to release those emotions through sex. So, but when you got a little game in you, you know that. When you know the game, you know that. Women who are emotional about you, they want to release those emotions. They want to connect those emotions to you through sex. So if a woman claimed that she's super emotional about you and she ain't fucking you, she lying. You just tricking and you leading with your wallet and you taking her out in the town and she want to keep getting that good treatment. That's all. And that probably wasn't your baby. Somebody else fucking her, right? Somebody else fucking her, somebody else hitting that for the nothing. Right? One of my guys in the Players Club, and you fattening the frog for the snake, basically. You understand? How do you feel about meeting girls at the club? The guy on TikTok, you don't got no name. How do you feel about it? Let me know how you feel about that. Follow up. She was older. Here you go trying to fucking justify it, Zay. You trying to justify why the woman you fucked ghosted you. You trying to, I gave you the game, but let's see your follow-up so you can justify it. Here's a follow-up. She was older, didn't let it go all the way. She stopped it. Based on what you said, wouldn't be surprised if she had a man. Wanted an experience for the night. Okay, so she didn't fuck her, right? Either way, she didn't like you. She didn't like you either way. Whether she didn't fuck you or she didn't fuck you. She went out with you and didn't call you no more. She don't like you. Zay is the new Hassan. Nah, he ain't. Zay ain't the new Hassan. Hassan was on some bullshit. Zay, yeah, you got Zay fucked up. Nah, you got Zay twisted, but yeah, man. Bro, the more I hear you speak, the more I realize I got to level the fuck up. You do. Join the Players Club, bro. We got you. Join the Players Club. PlayersClub.vip. Join the Players Club. I got you, bro. I promise you. Worst motherfucker I ever seen in the chat is dude beating his meat in the car. Hey, you got, what's my man name? He's still in here. He in here tonight. What's my guy name, man? I can't remember my dude name. Let me see if I go up to see, because he was chatting to me earlier. What's my dude name? Is at the tip of my tongue. I see so many of y'all. It's hard to, let me see if I can go find my dude name. 240 Jizzle. Did I answer my got question? You still here, 240 Jizzle? 240 Jizzle. Okay, I ain't even, hey, look. 240 Jizzle. I ain't even answer my dude question. I thought I answered it. 240 Jizzle, if you still in here, he said, this girl stopped talking to me because I told her I was looks maxing. And she told a friend of a friend, she thinks I'm gay because I'm looks maxing. What do I do, Dre? Y'all lost, bro. Y'all lost in the sauce. And I wish you was trolling. I wish 240 Jizzle was trolling, bro. But 240 Jizzle ain't trolling. So 240 Jizzle, they'll be watching these halfway fruity ass motherfuckers. And shout out to my dude, Steve the Dean. Steve the Dean says this. And Steve the Dean is right. And it was this hilarious when he said it, but it's true. He said the next thing in a while, they're gonna be telling you need to suck a dick to be attractive to women. And that's where we go, and y'all gonna fucking believe it. If you really think about it, that's where it's going. They already saying shit. Listen, they already saying shit like you're not really attractive if gay dudes don't hit on you. Like they starting to say shit like that. These motherfuckers gonna be telling y'all that you gotta suck a dick to be attractive to women. And it's very soon, bro. Watch. And y'all gonna be doing it. That's where this shit going, bro. That's where this going. Shout out to Steve the Dean. That shit was hilarious, but it's true. But 240 just to say, this girl stopped talking to me because I told her I was looks maxing. So he's sitting on the phone. He get a bit. So 240 Jizzle, for the guys that don't know, this was the guy I put out the clip and he was jacking off in his car at work because he can't control himself. Right? I'm about to catch a sex charge. This is him. So he finally get a woman. He listened to me and say he put the porn down. He stopped. He finally get him a chick. And out of all the things that he could tell her, out of all the fly shit you could say out your mouth, he tells the bitch, "Oh, I'm looks maxing." Can't make this up, bro. I wish he was trolling, but he ain't. It's how goofy that is. You see how goofy that is, bro? It's goofy. But this is a lot of y'all. It's a lot of y'all. And I be trying to help y'all and save y'all, but I gotta listen to them again. I gotta listen to the game, bro. I gotta listen to the game. A lot of that shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of them dudes zesty, bro. Cause there's no way I would be like, I don't know, bro. I don't feel comfortable making myself sexy for dudes on the internet. I don't. You know. Queen J, when your book dropping? It's coming, bro. I know I keep saying it. It's coming, bro. What's the difference between passive versus lazy? Weak when it comes to one's actions in themselves. Passive is scary, basically. Passive is being timid or scary. Lazy is being being a sloth and not, you know, no ambition. Weak is not having strength. They all different things. Looks maxing just sounds gay. It do. That shit do sound crazy. Got a looks max. We game maxing over here. We game max. We make ourselves the best we could possibly be. You know what's looks max, and I'm not even getting into that goofy shit. YouTube it, and then you see these dudes be staring in the camera with their fucking bedroom eyes and shit, trying to look cute, trying to look sexy for who I don't know, looking goofy to women and shit. Y'all know women be putting y'all in the group chats and laughing at y'all and shit, right? He has to be trolling. Know that way. That's for real. He for real, bro. 240 Jizzle is for real. Is me being nice to my girl in the beginning a bad thing? You should always be nice to everybody. You don't have to be mean, bro. Y'all think the asshole is just a guy that says, "Sherry, shut up, bitch. Get on your knees and suck my dick." Shut up, you funky bitch. Y'all think that that's me. When a woman complains, see, this is what you nerds that be in the friend zone don't understand. Y'all be in the friend zone trying to backdoor your way into some ass and shit. And so y'all let the woman cry on your shoulder and vent her frustrations to you. And they call the guy that who dick they sucking. They call him an asshole and he's a jerk because he makes her feel bad. It's not because he's calling her names that makes her feel bad. It's because she can't get her way with him. But that don't make him a bad guy. It's just in her mind, he's an asshole and he's a jerk and shit like that. And so y'all actually think you have to be mean to people. You don't have to be mean to people or women. I'm not mean to nobody. I'm not mean to women. I'm not mean to my woman. I'm not mean to nobody. Now, you're not going to play with me. You know, I'm not going to let you play with me, but I'm not, like, I don't mistreat people. Y'all think y'all got to mistreat people to be attractive. Y'all be listening to this bullshit. You got to be an asshole. You don't have to be no asshole. You could be nice. You could be generous, but you need to have a spine. You understand? No, it's not. It's not wrong to be nice to your girl, bro. Y'all sound dumb, bro. No, bro. You be good to your girl if your girl being good to you. When your girl stop being good to you, you stop being good to her. It's that simple. And you remove her from your life. It's that simple. But you don't have to be mean to nobody. You know, I saw a nigga cracking himself in the head with a hammer trying to reshape his face. Says he looks maxing. Man, talk about that's crazy. Heading out, Dre. Take care. Thanks for the game. I've for sure swag at him. I appreciate you, but I'm finna. I'll take a couple more questions. Give me a couple more good questions, and I'm getting up out of here. Give me a couple more good questions, and I'm getting on up out of here. Give me a couple more questions, and I'm gonna get on up out of here. I'm gonna go and get on up out of here. My ex left me because I cheated, but I moved on. She wants to work things out. Should I? Nope. You shouldn't. Hey, what's good, Josh, bro? What's up, my dude? This my dude. My dude, J Bo. What's going on, my nigga? That's my guy right there. We gotta chop it up one day, man. You get up on here and chop it up with me one of these days. We gotta get up here. We gotta chop it up one day, big dog. This is my homie. Shout out to you, bro. What's going on? What's been going on with you? Get up here and chop it up with me one day. How often should you move a girl in and out of your rotation? That's too vague, bro. Y'all hear somebody say rotation and y'all just be fucking, y'all be doing left. Why would you move somebody out of your rotation that's treating you good, bro? That's just, hey, is it normal to keep attracting girls that want to control everything I do? I even try to expose me for things I might lie about, like having a fake. Yo, hey, for sure. I gotta sharpen up my tools, but we definitely can. Yeah, just hit me up, bro. Just send me holler at me. We get out here. We can chop it up one of these days and just kick the shit and let them see how players chop up game with each other. You know what I'm saying? But bro, say, listen. This is crazy, bro. Talking to multiple. What's the best way to get them all on the team? A focus on apartment and shit. For I don't, man, y'all gotta learn how to write and articulate yourself. Shout out to old school Willie for the $10 super chat. I put all the fellas on you in Savannah. I appreciate you, homie, for sure. Shout out to you and shout out to Savannah. I'm gonna answer this crazy ass question in a second. What are your top 4 books for self-development and why those? Okay, I'm gonna get back to that after I clown on my guy for a second. This is a good question, Fernando. I'm gonna get back to you. I got to clown on my boy because I don't want to forget this. Playboy Jit. Jit from Florida. You got to be from Florida. Playboy Jit. Check this out. He says, is it normal to keep attracting girls that want to control everything I do? And they even try to expose me for things I might lie about, like having a fake chain. So he getting with women and they like, you fake ass fraud with your fake ass chain, bro. And then, yeah, that's a nah, bro. Do better. Stop buying fake chains, bro. Trying to impress people. Stop buying fake jewelry trying to impress people, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be fake. Be real. You don't need no chain. That's crazy. You don't need no chain to impress nobody, impress no woman. You understand? So do better, my dude. I ain't gonna clock you. I'm gonna be easy on you. Because I don't want to. I somebody asked me a very good question. So I'm gonna be easy on you tonight. I'm gonna be easy on you tonight, and I'm gonna just, one day I gotta get Steve up here and we answer questions together. Steve gonna curse y'all motherfucking ass out. But one day I'm gonna do a show with Steve. I'm gonna let Steve answer these questions. But I'm gonna go easy on you tonight. I was finna roast you. I was finna light your ass up, bro. But I'm gonna go easy on you. But what are the top 4 books for self development? My, I 4. I don't know, bro. But it's hard to categorize them. But my top 1 book, my favorite book, and I'm always recommend this book is Think and Grow Rich, bro. Because it's more than just being rich as like money wise. It's more than being like monetarily rich. You know what I'm saying? But Think and Grow Rich is hands down my favorite book, man. That book teaches about so much, and that book taught me a lot. So I would say that How to Win Friends and Influence People, um, Mastery by Robert Greene. Um, it's so much shit, bro. Um, let me look at my library on Audible. Let me look at my library real quick because I can't even think about all the shit. Mm. I read a lot of. I don't read. I read a lot of like business books. Did I say How to Win Friends and Influence People? Mastery, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and Think and Grow Rich. But I read a lot of business books. I read a lot of business books. The Way of the Superior Man is a good one. I bought it, but I haven't read it yet. I bought it, but I haven't read it yet. Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul. I think I read that, bro, when we was locked up together. I may have read that when we was locked up. I read a lot of shit when I was locked up. I don't even right now I can't remember all that shit, but the ones that stand out to me the most is Think and Grow Rich, bro. That book changed my life. Another good book was Jay Prince's book. That was a very good book. I read that like 10 times one time. Jay Prince's book, Respect, that's a very good book. It's not necessarily, steps to self-development, but it makes you look inward, that book. Uh What if she becomes distant and her efforts subside after a few months when she was obsessed and saying she was in love with you in the beginning? What's your take? If a woman becomes if a woman becomes distant with me, then she can go on about her fucking life. If a woman was obsessed with me and she's not obsessed with me anymore, she can go on about her fucking life because King Dre, I love myself too much and I value myself too much than to let the way a woman feel about me make me feel a certain type of way. So a woman saying that she loves me has no effect on the way that I feel about myself. Now it's great to be in love and it's great to have a woman's love. It feels good, but it doesn't dictate the way that I feel about myself. But that dictates the way you feel about yourself. So a woman can tell you she love you and it make you feel good about yourself. So then when her actions show otherwise, you distraught, you broken. That's because you're a shell of a man, you weak. And you need to get you some game. You need to join the Players Club. Go to playersclub.vip or click the link that's in the chat. If you're watching on Instagram, click the type player in the chat. If you're watching on TikTok, click the link in the bio. But that's what your problem is. You don't have anything inside of you. So you let a woman fill you with words and shit, and it gives you your identity. And so when she takes that back away from you, you sitting watching me thinking about a bitch who not thinking about you. You understand what I'm saying? I couldn't think about somebody that don't think about me. I just can't. The love that I have for myself would not allow me to think about somebody and ruminate over somebody who's not thinking about me or who's not being good to me or being nice to me or treating me good. I can't do it. And I want to get y'all to that place because that's a beautiful place to be in. It's a beautiful place to be in. When you walk like that, you'll see a different side of women. I'm trying to get y'all to be there. You should join the Players Club, the playersclub.vip. Y'all want all this game, I got you. Mastery by Robert Greene is a very boring book, but it's a very necessary book. Mastery by Robert Greene. I read 43. I'm reading it. What's the name right now? I'll be reading this every day. Like it's like at different chapters from Robert Greene. This one. So, I read this one now. I'm reading it, but I don't read it like I'm trying to get it in the can. How do I get this bitch in the can? Okay, there we go. I read that right now. But I only read a chapter a day because it's broken down into like daily, like you read one thing a day, one little chapter a day, one little jewel a day. I got one, the Proverbs one downstairs that I read daily. It's not every day when I remember to read it, but and try to. But it's like a book of Proverbs for each day. I be reading shit like that. Get a little wisdom. The GOAT, King Dre, the world needs you. Keep it up for sure. I appreciate you, my brother. But anyway, man, I'm about to go on and get up out of here. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. When you're in a relationship or even friendship, is it good to do some pullbacks to add value to your attention, like the law in the Robert Greene books? Sometimes, man, uh, that's a shortcut to the game. That's like a temporary satisfaction thing, man. It works temporarily, but after a while, when people see you playing games with them, they gonna build resentment for you you're going to build up resentment and they're going to pay you back. I'm not saying that it doesn't work short term, because it does, and it's very effective short term, but y'all got to start looking at the short term wins or the short term victories to get what you want. And that's what I provide you in the Players Club and with my type of game. It's not, little, again, for a quick fix, it works. I'd be a lie if I said it didn't work. I would be a lie, or I would be disingenuous if I told you don't utilize it from time to time when necessary. Because sometimes you need to do it. However, you guys should start thinking about playing the real game, putting down some real fucking game, so you don't got to do shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? That's a quick fix, Band-Aid solution. It's real game out there, so you don't have to do that. But anyway, man, y'all make sure y'all join the Players Club. Y'all make sure y'all join the Players Club. Go to playersclub.vip. If you're on Instagram right now, type player in the chat. If you are on TikTok, click the link in the bio. If you're watching on YouTube, click the link that's in the description. If you're watching or listen to the playback on the podcast platforms, Apple or Spotify, the link is going to be in the description. I see you on the inside. Tomorrow, we got a coaching call. Next week, we got a live workshop. We're going to talk about getting rid of your anxiety and your fear. So all you scary motherfuckers, you need to join the Players Club. You need to come to this this workshop that we're going to have next week. But again, we got a coaching call tomorrow night. I'll be on there dropping some heavy game, answering the questions and all that. So make sure y'all come on down. Make sure y'all, join the Players Club again. Playersclub.vip. The link is wherever you're watching. There'll be a link somewhere. Click that. Listening on Instagram, type player or player, whatever, type that in the chat, and I got you. But I'll see you guys next Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like the video, follow. You like listening on TikTok, come to YouTube. I'm trying to get my YouTube up. Y'all come to YouTube, subscribe, and fuck with the game. Share this shit. Follow. Playerism is the antidote to feminism. I'm gone.